Hello guys, welcome back to this video. On this video we're simply going to move forward to see how we can be able to uh, record a domain name to the WordPress that we created earlier. Remember, our WordPress was still reading from application load balancer here, and it's equally unsecure. So we're going to change this domain name, and we equally going to modify it to be secured. So the first thing that you have to do here is when you come this open to your console, and once you open to your console, Route 53. So how you open here, you can go to Route 53, and if you go to Route 53 and you don't have a domain name, you can always register one. It's simple to register, but no, it's going to cost you some money, like probably, I don't know, from $5 to $12, depending on the domain name that you register. All right, so once you register a domain name, you can always go back to check your domains, and like me, I already registered one and I have this one here. All right, once that has been done, the next thing that we need to do is we go to the hosted zones, and what we simply do is we have to create a record. So once I'm here, I have to create a record. That's just simply what I want to do. And I say create a record. So I could call this as www, and that's going to be as such, and it's going to be just simple routing first, and I'm going to use alias since application load balancer. So it's going to ask us to choose the endpoint, and the endpoint that we're going to be choosing here is going to be application load balancer here. So once I choose the application load balancer, it's going to request the region, and in order we're working in Northern Virginia, so I just need to scroll down and US East here. Good. So once I've already chosen it, so it asks me to choose a load balancer. Immediately I click here, it recognizes the load balancer and he accepts it, and it's going to just be a simple routing policy, and I'll go for that to create the record. So see, it's simple. The record has already been created, and if I come to view the status here, it's pending. It's going to just give it a couple of seconds, and it should be showing. All right, so that is a simple thing that you do. You come here, open it, then you create the record. If you come here, you see the record is right here, and it's still trying to create. And once it is created, you're going to see it will be active. Let's see. If it's already active, the simple thing is we can just copy it, www.bluehost, and we can move to the dashboard, and we can be able to test it to see if it's active. So you see that it's already active, you see, and with that we can be able to get into our website from here. All right guys, so we're going to proceed from here. So what we're going to do from here is for us to go and request for a certificate manager. So of course we need a certificate in order to secure our website, to make our website secure. Look at, for example, this one shows that this website that we're connecting to is secured, so we have to make our website secure. So for us to be able to do that, we have to go to certificate manager. So certificate manager, so you have here certificate manager here, and it tells you that AWS certificate manager easily provision, manage, and deploy and renew SSL and TLS certificates. So this is where we are, and we can request for a certificate. So I think I made a video about this, and if you've seen it for the very first time, you can always go back to the video and you see a detailed explanation. But once we are here, we simply go to next, and we request for a public certificate. So here, fully qualified domain name is this one, and here, once we're here, what you simply do here is you type a wildcard here as such, and then we click dot, and we place our domain name there. And once that has been done, you can scroll down and it's going to give us a domain name, and we can now request for one. Good. So see, it's providing one to us, and so once it's done providing, we can go further to use it. So it has this pending. All right, so once it's pending, the next thing that you need to do is we create the record in route 53. Just doing this is just trying to validate to AWS that we are actually the owners of this. Okay, so if you open here, oh, good enough, you just issued it automatically to us. So successfully done as such. So a certificate has already been issued to this name, and for that reason you can be able to use www.blunto.com in our in whatsoever website we are creating. All right, so what we're going to do next is we have to go back to our EC2 and go to load balancer and see how we can be able to add our listener to the listener that we already have. And once you are in EC2 here, we can scroll right down to, or there's a load balancer is here, or you can scroll right down here and you have the load balancer, and we can now open this load balancer. And once you open the load balancer, you see that it's listening to traffic just from this port, and we can add another listener. All right, so the listener that we'll be adding here is HTTPS, and I can add HTTPS, and you know that it's listening to port 443. And once I am done, we can go down and it will ask us to forward this to our target. And if we come here, we open it, you can see our target here, my pro tag, and we accept it, and then we can go down, and once we are right down here, we go to security listener, and under security listener, make sure that the security listener that we have here is from ACM, okay, Amazon Certificate Manager. So right here at the certificate manager, we're going to click this drop down here, and we can be able to see the domain that we use. Anyone, we click it from there, and that's the provision that it gave us. And once that has been done, we click add. So we have successfully added to this, to the listener. So if you come down here, you look at, you see that with traffic, we are listening to traffic from here and here. And if you go down here, you see that once traffic is directed to this target group, it has to pass through this certificate as secured before it will go further for users to be able to get it. Again, let's go back here, and if you look at under HTTP, it's still, user can still equally log in from here or from here. So if we open this one, what we're simply going to do here is okay, so what we can simply do is, if we click here, or even if we click here, we can go to edit here and edit the listener. So what we're simply going to do here is we are going to forward the traffic that is coming from HTTP to a different to HTTPS. So if we come here, we say forward to let me see, redirect here, we redirect this traffic to a full URL. So if you click here, it's going to show us this, and we can go further and we save changes. So good, we have successfully saved the changes, and now any traffic that is coming from unsecured port will be redirected to HTTPS, and it will be considered as secured. So once we are done with that, we are going to move from here. We have to modify the WP config file. So For us to be able to do that, we will move again back to uh, EC2 instance. So now with this EC2 instance, first we will have to go back and see connect again. And remember, I was connecting from instance connect here. So you can come here, connect. Everything automatically fills if you follow some of my videos, and it's going to connect back here. Let's give it a couple of minutes, let it connect. Okay, I'm going to transform this to the root user by simply saying sudo su. All right, say sudo su, and I'll be coming in here as a root user. So at this point, I will change the directory that I am presently at. So I can say cd to /forward val /forward www /forward html. That's where we install our Apache. So we click in here, and once I'm here, I'm going to vi into that file. Okay, but let me just say list everything there is found here. You see everything. So we simply need to move into this. This is where we want to move into w. Wait, let me see. Yeah, here, this is where we want to move into this file, this. So I can see vi wp dash config dot php, verify and be sure that everything is the same, and it will take us back in here. So you can use the arrow keys and move up and move down. Escape here, and then if you press I, it's going to allow you to be able to insert anything in here. So look at where I'm a little down here, but I want to be up. Change wires here, but if I can move up, where I simply want to be is somewhere here. So I can use my cursor and come a little bit down here. Look at when you come like down right here, right, you can click twice. Look at where it has add package and package WordPress. Click 2 times, and then we can go back to our cheat sheet. Yeah, you look at this with these configurations that we have here. We just click it from here. Hold on, click everything from here, and we paste it. Just copy everything the way it is, and then we come back here at this point here and we paste it there. Good. Once we have done that, we press escape and we press shift, and and then we save everything with w. We press columns, then save everything with w, quit with queue, and return back to the dashboard. So once we are in the dashboard, what we simply do now from here is once we restart the service. So for us to restart this, we could just say service, or just say service httpd restart. So once we do this, okay, good, it has restarted. So once that has been restarted, if we could go back to and type our domain name. I think, if I'm not, my domain name should be Blontum. Yeah, blontum.com, and there you go. Look it. If you look at here, you see here it's already showing you that it's secured, and if you click here, you see this, it shows that it's secured here, and our domain name is secured. So remember that I said that once we do this, we are not only going to leave it as such. So we have to go into back into WordPress itself at the back end and make sure that we edit it and update to what we have presently. So for us to be able to do that, remember we are right here or here. So what we simply do is we're going to copy this. First we copy this and then we press forward slash and we will type WP or dash admin. Remember that? Dash admin, and we enter. So it's going to take us back here and it will ask us to log in. I have my username. I don't know which password is this. I didn't save this, but I can be able to type my password so it can log us back in. So remember that I said that once we make any changes to our domain, we have to come in here and modify it. So once we are here, we go back to setting and take general, and at the level of general, we're going to change the local. As of now it's the HTTP, so we have to change this to HTTPS. So if I highlight this here and I can paste the new one and then remove slash forward and then highlight this one and oh hold on, highlight this one and paste the new one and then remove this and then go down and save the changes. Once that has been done, my password. So let me type the right password. So I can now successfully log in here. Oh, good. So that has been done. And if we go back to the web browser and we type our domain that we had earlier and we type, it's going to come back as secure. You see this HTTPS. That's what makes it secured. So it doesn't matter from where any person try to log in. Even if you're logging it from an unsecured area, it will still be recognized as a secure website.